Hello everyone. Today is September 28th, Monday, and I just wanted to post a video for this week with some details for everyone. I hope you're all understanding the format of the class a little bit better. The emails and questions have decreased. So I think that's safe to say that people are understanding a little bit more about iLearn and about the class. If not, please contact me. Send me an email. We can arrange to meet over webcam and through Adobe Connect, or just through an email works too. A few things I want to go over, some housekeeping things. Just a reminder, all the assignments for Unit 1 are due next Wednesday, October 7th. October still seems a ways off, but Thursday is October 1st, so you don't have too much longer. You have a week and a half to get it all done. It's due by midnight Mountain Time, so whatever time zone you're in, calculate it to midnight at Mountain Time. If there happens to be a computer problem, if iLearn is not working that day, or whatever it may be, I know iLearn has had some moments where they've gone down for a few hours, just call me and I'll check with Support Center and see how long it's going to be, or I may be able to email you a document instead of downloading it through iLearn. So please contact me. Also, make sure that you're posting follow-up replies on the discussion board. I know it's just introductions for this unit, but please continue keeping the discussion alive. Get to know each other more, ask questions. For future units, for units 2 through 5, you'll be broken down into groups of 6 students roughly in each discussion board. And so you won't have this mass amount of, I think we have 42 students making posts on this one discussion board. It won't be quite so overwhelming. So please know that will change in the future. You won't have this every unit. So obviously this weekend, hopefully you are aware that it is General Conference on Saturday and Sunday, and I hope you've made arrangements to be able to listen to or attend as much of that as you can. I would invite you to look at how you're preparing for the weekend. We have been taught that we get as much out of General Conference as we put into it. And so please take the time this week in your busy schedule to think about how you're preparing and what topics of your life you need to have questions on. There's an article that that the church put on their website. Here's the link for it, and helps focus on this weekend so that we can enjoy it more. And of course we'll hear who the new apostles are, which is exciting. Some thoughts I had for the sisters in our class. Hopefully many of you were able to listen to the session Saturday night, but for the men and for those that weren't able to, Sister Wixom, who is the primary president for the church at this time, asked the question, I'm a child of God, therefore what? We are often taught from a very young age, I teach my daughter at the age of 2 that she's a child of God, but what does that mean for us? What has it meant to you as you've grown up and raised your own children perhaps, or are whatever stage of life you're at right now? But I would invite you to ponder this question throughout, especially as we go into this next unit next week that focuses on infant and toddler, because that's the age that we need to start teaching these things and what an impact it has on them. So I invite you to think about that this week as we and into next unit as we go through it with. Of course, the textbook won't touch upon the spiritual side of things as far as what we teach our children, but there's a lot of connections between a toddler's development and what the church encourages us to teach them. The last thing I want to do is, there's an article that's been going around lately about the age of viability, and in our reading in chapter 4, you read about prenatal growth, the pregnancy, and this article has been on my mind lately, and you may have seen it. It's a mother who delivered a premature baby on a cruise ship, and I believe the baby was born around 25 weeks gestation. Typically cruises don't allow you after 26 to 27 weeks, so, and she had clearance to go, but I think she was right around 25 weeks. But I would encourage you to look at this article, to relate it to what you've learned. There's no assignment connected with this, but it's neat to see what you read in a textbook still applies to the modern day and the news. So I encourage you to look that over. If you have any questions, always email me. I'll have office hours Wednesday night. And I apologize if you can hear my daughter screaming. She's getting her hair washed. It's very traumatic to her. But I have office hours Wednesday evening at 7:15 Mountain Time, 8:15 Central Time. It's come and ask questions. You don't need to be there. It's not required, but I can also share my screen with you, so it's much easier to communicate things and answer some questions to show you where things are. This will be the last, I guess next Wednesday is our due date, and I will have office hours that night, but you wouldn't have much time between office hours and getting the assignments done. So please look ahead what questions you have, what I can help you out with. Hopefully the genetics PowerPoint helped you out with one question in the journal. Otherwise, as always, contact me, and I hope you have a wonderful week and enjoy General Conference.